The official story tells us that on March 5, 1953, Joseph Stalin, the iron-fisted ruler of the Soviet Union, died of a massive stroke at his dacha. For decades, the world accepted this narrative. But what if that was a lie? What if the most powerful and feared man on the planet didn't just die, but was executed? We're about to journey deep into the Kremlin's darkest secret, piecing together a puzzle of fragmented evidence and unsettling testimonies that challenge everything we thought we knew. Let's step back in time to that heavily guarded dacha outside Moscow. It's the night of March 1st. Stalin, a man whose routine was timed to the minute, suddenly goes silent. His guards, under strict orders never to disturb him, wait for hours. An unnerving, unnatural quiet hangs over the estate. Why did no one check on him? Was it fear, or was it an order? When they finally dare to enter, they find him on the floor, conscious but unable to speak. The official diagnosis was a cerebral hemorrhage. Case closed. But the story begins to unravel almost immediately. The top doctors in the country, who should have been rushed to his side, were conveniently imprisoned as part of the so-called doctor's plot, an anti-Semitic campaign orchestrated by Stalin himself. The physicians who did attend him gave conflicting accounts. Their reports were vague, the timeline of their arrival was suspiciously delayed, and their treatments were described by some witnesses as hesitant, almost intentionally ineffective. This is where the key players enter the scene. Lavrentiy Beria, the ruthless head of the secret police, Georgy Malenkov, and Nikita Khrushchev. As Stalin lay dying, these men, his supposed loyal lieutenants, were already circling. Khrushchev's own memoirs, published years later, paint a chilling picture. He describes Beria, upon seeing Stalin incapacitated, openly rejoicing, only to feign loyalty when Stalin showed a flicker of consciousness. Beria's actions in the hours and days that followed are particularly damning. He took control, secured secret documents, and initiated the process of dismantling Stalin's cult of personality with suspicious speed. Was he merely seizing an opportunity, or was he executing the final phase of a plan? The motive was clear. In his final years, Stalin's paranoia had reached fever pitch. He was preparing for another great purge, and the men in his inner circle, including Beria and Khrushchev, knew they were next on the list. For them, it wasn't just about power, it was about survival. The theory of a silent coup gains traction here. Did they orchestrate the doctor's plot to ensure no competent medical help would be available? Did they simply delay aid, letting nature take its course in a way that served their interests? Or was it something far more direct? Persistent whispers, which have grown louder with the declassification of Soviet archives, point towards poison. Warfarin, a tasteless, odorless anticoagulant that could mimic the symptoms of a stroke, has been named as a potential weapon. It wouldn't have been a dramatic, instant death, but a slow, agonizing one that could easily be masked as a natural event. The evidence is circumstantial, but compelling. We have the motive, the means, and the opportunity. The men who stood to gain the most were the only ones with access to him in his final hours. The cover-up was immediate and absolute. The Soviet machine churned out the official story of a beloved leader lost to illness, and the world mourned or breathed a sigh of relief based on this narrative. The truth was buried under layers of state-sanctioned propaganda. The execution of Stalin, if it happened, wasn't just the murder of one man. It was a foundational event of the Cold War. It led directly to the de-Stalinization campaign, reshaped the entire power structure of the USSR, and sent ripples across the globe. Even today, with access to one's secret files, the complete picture remains elusive, a testament to the effectiveness of the cover-up. We are left to weigh the evidence. The official story of a natural death against a mountain of suspicious circumstances, political motives, and damning witness accounts. Was Stalin a victim of his own failing health? Or was he the final victim of the brutal system he himself created, eliminated by the very men he had empowered? The shadow of that night in March 1953 still lingers over the Kremlin, a chilling reminder that in the halls of absolute power, the line between natural death and calculated execution can be terrifyingly thin. What do you think really happened? Let us know your theories in the comments below.